Hey, let me check it here. All right. I think we all on. Oh, I don't look too bad on Instagram. I think I figured it out. Let's see. Corey, can you Box, can you speak? 'Cause I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yo, it says that you muted my
There
mic.
you go. All right,
Yo,
King Ash.
Yo, order.
All right, back.
what up,
All right, we all
Ash?
on.
What up, y'all? Sorry about that. I had
Yeah,
dinner with my family.
it's all good. Nobody knew about anything. So we are live now. So hi, my name is Yazzie Doe. I am the host and owner of the Perfect Balance podcast, and I have my co-host with me again this year for 2021, C-Box and King Ashley for the love. Thank you for
What's
joining
up, y'all?
me. Yes. And just to let everybody know, yes, J15 is coming up in a few hours.
Happy J15. Happy Founders Day.
Thank you. So,
So dope, so
but yeah,
dope.
so today's topic is basically we're talking about the music industry and how the music industry deals with men versus women. So, I mean, do you guys want to start off?
Oh man, there's a lot of different caveats I would have to say. Like what women are we referring to? Are you talking about lesbian women? Are you talking about heterosexual women? Then it kind of splits off into how do you exploit sex in that manner.
I'll be honest
know
with
it's
you.
a lot.
I feel like when it comes, I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good.
I feel like it doesn't really matter if a woman is gay or not. It's about how they portray themselves. Like, there's the AG aggressive, and then there's like the femme. Everybody loves
Oh
the
yeah.
femme, but no, not everybody likes the AG, the aggressor. So, I think that's one of the differences.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Yeah, but
But that's good too, because I mean we can get both point of views from Ash and you, Yazzie, so you can see where that stands.
What you
When it
mean?
comes to certain things, like because Ash is a lesbian woman, and I mean, maybe you are too. Sorry, I didn't know.
No,
But.
like a little.
I'm just saying we can get both point. I'm just saying we can get both point of views. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Whatever it
I
is.
was like, who told you that? I mean, I used to
Um,
do that a lot because I used to play ball and my demeanor and stuff like that. But no, I never had a girlfriend. No.
well, that's what I was saying. So,
All right.
oh, gee.
yeah. But definitely, and then because the question is really like for me, how does women feel when it comes to certain lyrics that men put out? How does it make you feel as a woman? Listening to what men have to say about women, or women saying, putting out lyrics about women, or how does that make women really feel? Is what I was trying to go with it.
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of all of it. All of it's played out. It's washed out. You can only call a woman excuse my language with letters involved, a bitch so many times. You can only say you fucking somebody hoe so many times. I think for me, just the bar, that caliber of bar per se, or lyricism is just a bit played out. And I think women get a extremely disgusting attack on them because I mean they've been exploited for sex. I mean throughout the entire music industry, and now they're learning how to exploit themselves and capitalize on it. But I have to say, from my own personal standpoint too, that it's like almost for me like too much. It's just it's too in my face. too sexual for me, but I'm not one of those types of people that's like, oh, it shouldn't be on the radio, or it shouldn't be written, it shouldn't be played. It's just that's just not my cup of tea of music. I don't want to talk about wet ass pussy. I mean, if a dude came out with a song called Long Ass Dick, lad, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, like, I
I mean, we would like it too because we talk about Throat Baby all the time.
You know, I actually heard Throat Baby for the first time in totality like 2 days ago.
Oh wow!
I didn't even know the hook, and then I so happened to hear it on the radio because I didn't listen to my iTunes, which is rare. So first time I turned on the radio in like 5 years, and I'm like, "Throat Baby," I'm like, "Oh, shit's kind of catchy," and then I was like, "Ah, this is annoying."
Very catchy.
But then that's what it is. It just becomes catchy music. Like, how do you feel it affects the community, or just a person? Because music is very like influential. You know what I mean? So like for certain people, they'll hear certain lyrics and just want to go by that, or I play victim too. Like, I did that too. Like, I listen to certain lyrics and be like, yeah, I'm gonna live my life like that because they say it in music. So, how do you think it affects like everyone as a person?
Oh,
I mean,
okay. It affects everyone. I will have to say, when it comes to the effect that it has on the masses, this is probably one of the very few times I actually stand on the side of Cardi B, that some people aren't meant to be role models. Nobody asks to be a role model. Just because you're in the public light, don't mean I can't drop a song called "Wet Ass Pussy" and now your daughter on TikTok dancing to that shit. That's not my fucking problem. Like
no,
that. That's
she's right. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's I mean, parents do what they do. The schools or a lot of the people that are essentially like helping to mold and shape these kids, both male and female. Because I mean, you've got people like Future in the game that talk about popping mollies and doing drugs all the damn time, or selling coke, or murder on my mind, or I copped a body today. So it has an effect on everybody. But it's no different from when we was in school when you heard Dope Boy 95 Air Max on and you had the snowman shirt. So it's like there's no difference. It's just watch what people. If you don't want certain people to listen to certain things, just watch what they listen to. But understand that you don't have a hand in every single aspect of their life. They're gonna hear it one way or the other.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, personally, like King Ash was saying before about just like using the word bitch and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, women use it in their songs all the time too, and they call themselves that.
Yeah, it's like a
So
endearment now.
I mean, I think they're trying to own it now, own the word now. Like how they did the slut challenge or whatever that was. They're trying to own the word, so it won't, so people won't be able to use it against them, type thing. So,
But don't you think like? So I don't like when other women do that, because it's basically like I think it's like when other women call each other bitch. Like I don't know, I just don't like that. But it's basically like the word nigga. Like we don't like when white people say it, right?
right.
So, but it's okay if I'm using bitch. So for another female to say it's okay, but if a male says it, it's like, but you already call yourself that, so why it's not okay? Like you just really like downplaying yourself. That's how I see it now. I don't know how other people see it, but I just feel like you're really downplaying you. Bless you. You're downplaying yourself by just calling, like, you know what I'm saying? You are what you say you are. So that's how I see it, but everybody sees it different.
I think from a very patriarchal standpoint, because at this point none of us even have an option but to live in a man's world.
You really think it's a man's world?
I'm gonna have to. It's yes and not successfully.
Okay.
And I think that everyone knows it's not successful. But at the same time, it's so convoluted with so much shit on top of it. It's damn near impossible to fix. But I think from a man's standpoint, I'm not saying from C-Block's standpoint, from a woman's standpoint, hearing a man call her a bitch, and not so like positive terms, it's like a power thing. It's you're trying to have power over me, or not me. I mean, I don't really give a fuck what I'm called. Like I know what I am, so it is what it is. But for other women, being called that word by somebody who, although they might not have asked for that authority or that patriarchal power, you have it. It's like patriarchal privilege. It's not. I mean, it does not equate to white privilege at all. But there is a privilege that men have in this world that women simply do not. And that's just a fact. It's not, and that's not to say that all men walk around like I'm the fucking shit. That's not the case. It's just a simple fact that it's like the argument of there are some good cops and there are some great men. You just have the shitty ones that put a stamp on everyone. So it does make it a bit difficult for from a woman's standpoint to be called a bitch. As for like a girl, call like, oh bitch, let me tell you what's up. It's like it's the same way I would walk up to my friends like nigga. Like, let me tell you what the fuck I saw today. To me the words are interchangeable. I mean, I wouldn't walk up to C-Box and be like, hey yo, bitch. Like, no, that's like that wouldn't happen. But, it's I don't know, I think it has a lot to do with people's self-esteem, self-confidence, how they view themselves. If you know what you are, then nobody in this world can tell you who you are. That's the way I see it, but not everybody's confidence and self-esteem is built that way.
And that's what it goes back down to. Your confidence and self-esteem and who you really are. Because that's going to fuck your head up, to be honest with you. Like I said, you listen to all this music and listen to what everybody got to say. And just to say music is all you know, I mean, shit.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like going back to what you guys said about self-esteem, I don't think a lot of these women in the music industry now have self-esteem. When I'm talking about rappers, because I feel like if they did have their like a strong had a high self-esteem, they wouldn't all sound the same or even look the same.
I take that as 50-50 because obviously some people or rappers, we're going to say rappers, they're going to do it for the money. They're not doing it for the passion. So if you're doing it for the money, you're just going to talk about what the hell they want you to talk about. You know what I mean? But if you're doing it for yourself, because there's artists out there like Tierra Whack and No Name, like there's artists out there that don't have to talk about fucking and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care. They're not doing it for the money or the fame. They just doing it to be heard. So it's like that's like a 50-50 thing.
But it's not like they're not making money. You feel me? So like,
and that too.
They just don't have the notoriety behind.
I just feel like it is a self-esteem thing overall, because if you true to yourself, like you said, C-Box, if you true to yourself, nothing else fucking matters really. So it's just like, you know, the money's gonna come along sooner or later. And that's what J. Cole was saying. That's why he ain't changed up and shit like that, because he said the money's gonna come along sooner or later anyway.
But do you, I mean, to cut you off, do you think that it's easier for women though? Because you said J. Cole, but I feel like it's harder for women to not talk about certain things in the industry for them to be at a, you know, high caliber. It's like they have to talk about these things in order for them to be seen as this person or that person, whoever, you know, is you're right. They might not have the self-esteem, but it's because
it's harder for a man or a woman, to be honest, because I feel like both have to rap about certain things. Like even with J. Cole came out with his first album and his first EP, and it wasn't the J. Cole we know today. He had to put that out first so he can get his shit that he really wanted to talk about out. So it's the same thing. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, women don't, it's not harder for women. I mean, overall, as a woman rapper, a woman artist, it's harder to get out there, period, if you're a singer, rapper, dancer, compared to a guy. Because we are all, with men, it could be 1,000 men that look the same, sound the same, and they're all getting money. But if there's a woman that sounds similar to, I don't know, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, they getting slandered straight up.
Yeah,
and being compared all the fucking time.
that's true. It's but I mean that is kind of I think that circles back to like the patriarchal world. Women are constantly compared, constantly competing from one person's attention to the next. And that's just because, I mean, that's just the way it's been for centuries, if not thousands of years. It's like built into human DNA
Okay.
for that to happen. And to stand out. I do have the other side of the argument that some women, that's just the way they fucking are. Like Cardi B being sexual, like you see her doing that publicly
Yeah, it's a fact.
on IG. So sometimes like that's just in they damn soul. Like that's just what you rap about.
Question: is anybody watching the Instagram live? Because my phone just died, and I just want to see if
I got it
anybody
on
making
Insta.
comments. I don't want to miss anybody. Sorry.
I got it on Instagram. Actually, there are a few.
Oh yeah, I see some comments now, but I just joined, so I'm not able to.
Yeah, turn down your volume real quick.
I got you. I turned it down for you. The King Chaos.
Shout
said,
out everybody
"Women,
on Instagram Live first and foremost.
Right. My phone just turned
Yeah,
on.
but King Chaos said women hate on each other more.
That's
I
a
don't think
fact.
women hate on each other more. I think men require women to hate on each other more, and that's just because it's appealing. I personally put men at the apex of all problems, all of them, for the simple fact that it's just a man-dominated world. You look at the label, you look at the industry. Who controls the music industry? You don't see women at the top. You don't see black men at the top. If you want to keep it a buck.
I don't really agree with that because I mean I agree with you when it comes to what you're saying. That is a fact, but I don't agree with the cattiness in the industry when it comes to women because women outside the industry are like that too. So every little group I'm in, like I'm in a group chat now and they catty as hell. Like it's just like it's always some type of competition. But the men, I mean, I'm not saying the men don't have beef with each other or whatever the case may be, huh?
But why the competition? That's not innate. That's learned.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like that's learned from like Love and Hip Hop and shit like that, like shows like that.
We talk about that show right there, bro. We can't even do it because that shit right there is
that's the industry.
That shit is cancer.
No, that is not the industry.
That show is cancer, bro.
I won't say that's the
it's
industry.
entertaining. Don't get me wrong. Like if you know how to pop in and pop out that shit, like you're good. But like just to even watch the people on the show, like to watch the finale or whatever the fuck, the little reunion, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's like they literally tell you like, well, we follow this storyline, and you're like, this is all made up. But for entertainment, and it baffles me that it's like I just need you to be catty, throw a drink or two. You know, we do this every season. This has been the same thing past 14 seasons, but it's entertaining. It blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It blows
and
my
that's
mind.
That's what it really is. It just be entertainment. Again, people do it for the money. You know what I mean? That's how you know when your passion is. Because look at Love and Hip Hop. Not every hip hop artist that's out is on there. Is the hip hop artists that really don't have a staple in the game at the moment.
Oh, that's
not
what
saying
J.
that
Cole
they didn't
said. J. Cole said on 1985, he said, "Just know in 5 years you're gonna be on Love and Hip Hop."
And that's fact. That's fact. If you didn't make a staple in the game for who you really are, now you're just really doing it for the money. You're gonna do anything like that for the money. You know what I mean? Because that's how they get their bills paid. But it shouldn't be like that. If you're true to it in the beginning, and you just stay true to yourself, and you ain't gotta sell your soul, then shit, you got it.
Yeah. Somebody on Instagram said sex sells, which is true. There's not even much to say about that. That's just a known fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we're a hypersexual world right now. We're in a hypersexual world right now. And that's just something, I mean, sex always sold, but it's like, it's very open now. Like, there's no type of modesty.
No, it's literally what you gonna do for $40 as a meme, a joke, and I'm dead ass serious. Like, it's almost comical. I think someone else said Nicki had issues with Lil Kim, and then Cardi B. Lil Kim actually had issues with Nicki, and that's a proven fact.
You said,
but I understand why she would, because I mean she was a carbon copy of Kim. The only downside is one,
Nicki is
better. And you said what?
Say your first part. I didn't hear that part.
Oh, the King Chaos said Nicki had issues with Lil Kim and then Cardi B, and the list goes on. I was saying that's the roles are reversed there. Nicki actually didn't initially have a problem with Lil Kim. It was Lil Kim who had a problem with Nicki for obvious reasons because she carbon copied her old style.
Right.
But I will have to say that Nicki took it, ran with it, and did it better. And at the same time, Nicki came into a very social media industry. She came at the apex of social media.
See, that's the thing. I think that's where that's where the arguments start and the beef start when people like you say, "Oh, she took it and did it better." She ain't taken it and did it better. She just revamped it. Nobody could do it like Lil Kim, and nobody could do it like Nicki Minaj.
I can see that, but at the same time, Lil Kim didn't write a single bit of her verses. So I have to discredit Kim on that.
Oh, but we're talking about style. We're not talking about rap style. Clearly, their rap style is totally different. But
that's what I was saying. She took it and made it better. It was like I took your exact blueprint and put bars with it in my bars, and it was literally I took your whole style now from hair, outfit, shoes, nails, draws, and was like, let's put real rap.
I think right. Okay, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah. I like to separate those because I just feel like the art and then how you present yourself are
I got you.
Totally two different things. Because nobody can do like Lil Kim.
That's facts though.
Everybody has
right. Nicki Minaj is a powerful rapper, very powerful. But I don't like her. I just don't.
Who?
Nicki.
Yeah.
I have to say, Nicki, that's my bitch. She'll be my bitch forever. And that's just because
bars flow.
It's just effortless for me. The Cardi B's again. You just have, for me, you have to have a particular taste for that type of music. I definitely don't think she should have won a Grammy off of her album that was like 98% borrowed from music that was already out there. Like there was, I don't think I heard like one original song that wasn't sampled.
With who?
From what?
With who?
Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy album that won a Grammy. I think she got like album of the year.
I mean, like everybody was saying, which I feel like is true. They're trying to change the face of hip hop.
Oh yeah.
And make it less black. As possible.
No, I won't say that.
Make it less black as possible. I agree with that because I just feel like a lot of those, especially a lot of rappers now who are on, they're actually half white. A lot of them. I kind of noticed, like I was doing some research just because I was bored. And I was like, mulatto's half white? I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
See, I won't say like they're trying to make it white. Now you can say whitewashing.
I didn't say white. I said as less black as possible.
Well, as less black, then as less black makes it what?
Makes it like light skin,
whitewashed,
nice hair. You know, everybody looks like foreign. You know what I mean? Like that look. Everybody needs to look foreign and non-black and
like the Kylie Jenner look.
Yeah,
but,
you know what I mean?
We do that though. We feed all of that. We the reason why they have to be like that on the camera because we not gonna. I'm saying we as people because you're not gonna look at a regular dude and be like, this just look like a regular nigga like me. I ain't about to listen to him. But if she all glammed up or if he's all this and that, or he got his shirt off and he got sick, whatever it is, it's gonna draw your attention. You know what I'm saying? So we really feed that energy where it's like it has to be that way, else nobody gonna really look at you. So you have to have something that stands out on you, regardless to just get somebody.
You said in the beginning, C-Box, you said that the music industry is very influential, but now you're saying that we influence the music. So
when I mean influential, I mean like basically we can listen to something and some people will go and do it. Like for example, like I'm not when I mean influential, I don't mean like it influenced a lot of things, but it can make a lot of choices. That's kind of what I meant. Like I can listen to Lil Wayne back in the day saying I'm not gonna eat pussy, and then what we saying we not gonna eat pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like the music does that to you, basically.
I feel you. I mean, I when it comes to the look, nobody influenced that the foreign look more than the industry. We didn't put that to the industry. The industry put that out to us, and we followed that as women or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think. I mean, yes, we fed into it because they gave it to us, but like.
But that's a 50-50 because again, you got to think of the other artists, women artists that's not like that.
Right.
It's just that they're overlooked, you know what I mean, or they just not. I don't know,
They're not mainstream. They're not
but
mainstream.
they are though. You have
But
mainstream
see
artists
the
like let's talk
What's
of Lauryn Hill,
mainstream?
let's talk of Erykah Badu,
But
let's
that's
talk
back in
Jill
the day. We're
Scott.
not
Let's
talking about that from. We're talking about right now.
well, I
Cardi
mean,
B and Megan Thee
if it
Stallion.
was back,
Right.
but whose
Yada
fault is
yada
that?
yada 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 yada. I was like, who? Don't get me wrong, it slapped when I heard it. Yeah, but then I was like, yo, who made this hook?
Right. We're talking about right now. I mean, back in the day, let's be real. Back in the day, it was a little bit more natural than we are now.
But they have natural artists now too. I mean,
And a lot of us is becoming natural now.
yeah, they have natural artists like now. I mean, I listen to a few.
I
But
think
we
I
follow
think
what the
now
men like, for the most part. You know what I mean? And
think now
some men like the foreign look, and some men like the urban, like the natural look, like me.
yeah. I think as a community, I think we finally realized that we have the purchasing power to shapeshift an entire culture.
Facts.
I truly believe that if we stop listening to drug music, selling crack cocaine, because your favorite artist not doing that shit. Future, you not doing that shit, bro. Like Jay-Z, like when I was just having a conversation the other day with my girl talking about people want the old Kanye or they want the old Jay-Z, like niggas don't evolve. There's only so many times I can keep talking about the
They
same.
always said that they want the old Jay-Z, but we see the old Lil Wayne still here, and his shit is whack. This nigga still rapping about the same shit, and he barely here. He barely alive. Like, it's just like, bro, relax. You look 80. Like, come on, relax. Like, somebody said in Instagram live, natural in what way? Hair? I mean, natural in always. Like,
Hair,
not
body.
getting your ass done, your titties done. The implants of the. I didn't know you could implant hair.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Michael Jackson did that years ago.
I didn't know that.
That wig was permanent as fuck.
I mean, like makeup and everything. Like,
Nah, but but don't you think it's okay to wear makeup and stuff like that? Like, I feel like that's okay. I don't see anything
I'm not
wrong
saying
with
something wrong with
That's
it.
that
But I
not.
feel like there's a limit. Like, you look a straight up catfish.
Oh, like if you wet wipe somebody's face and it's like, well, who the fuck is this?
People be looking different. Like,
that's for real though. Have you seen like the for instance, the thing going around social media now, the Bust It challenge, and you see people like who look in my eyes like 15, and then we drop it low, pick it up slow, and then it's like, well, what the fuck? You look 32. Like, it's like you're a totally different person. Like, hair different, makeup different. Like, makeup is the most magical thing I think I've ever witnessed in my life.
Picasso. Like,
hair, and like I'll be just staring at my girl while she's doing her shit, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, who thought of this? I'm with C-Box. I think makeup's okay. I think social media plays a huge role that has impossible beauty standards. I mean, for men too. Men are doing lace beards and lace waves. Like, you gluing waves at the top of your head, bro. They look like ramen noodles at first, and then somebody cut them shits, and now you went from the convertible top with his ball right here. You got this going on to a full head of hair. You got waves on
Convertible top.
I'm just saying, if I feel like I've never seen you before, it's an issue. Like, I see you and like, you pull up to my house, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, and you're like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, oh nah, like, y'all doing too much now. I really don't recognize you.
Yeah,
Beauty's supposed to enhance, not change. Like, I don't know.
I can't speak on too much of that one, but I feel like just be comfortable for who you are, period. At the end of the day, be yourself, love yourself, and you'll be all right.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I want to try a wig one day.
I mean, dude, listen, all I know is them shits are expensive as fuck.
They are.
Like, they're ridiculous. I mean, they're a lot faster than sew-ins. But at the end of the day, like, whatever type of person you are, like C-Block said, as long as you're comfortable in your own shoes, you want to get your whole body changed and look totally different. If that floats your boat, I'm not on your ship.
I'm not with that all entirely, but
it's like, but for me, it's like, I'm not on your ship. I don't care what you do in your house.
right.
Your life.
You're right.
Like, it's now what the precedents that you set for those around you to also achieve those impossible body standards. Yeah, but that also circles back to I wasn't here to be a role model, so you probably shouldn't be trying to walk in my shoes. You know, it's the implied task of being a role model just because you're mainstream and famous and wealthy. I think that's an unfair task to dawn on people.
I agree. It's all about parenting in the household, like you were saying.
That's what I go back to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what you asked, for you then, you're not trying to be a role model. I got that message. So when it comes to music, like what are you doing music for? Like, why are you doing it? And you know what I mean? If you get famous, or when you get famous, I should say, how are you gonna, like, if people gonna listen to you, right? And people gonna listen to what you gotta say, and they're gonna blame you for being their role model, say that you're their role model. How does that make you feel?
I don't feel responsible, because you're you, dude. The only person that's gonna love you and make sure you going down the path you need to be going down is you, and you're gonna have influences in your life. But I guess the way I see myself is I am, according to society, the worst of the worst. I'm black, female, and gay. Like, who the fuck got a triple whammy like that? And still be able to not face my fears or face people, but just be myself. If I'm a role model for anything, it's like, go out here and do what you want to do and be your fucking self. Because if you have and again, this attributes to the way that I was raised. I was raised in a very militant household. So it was like, you knew about yourself, you knew about, your daily tasks and things that you had to get done, and couldn't nobody tell you shit about yourself. So I grew up with the mentality of like, I don't need your pat on the back. I don't need your good graces. I can high five my fucking self. I know I did a good fucking job. I don't need your validation. And if anything, that's what I want to push off to other people. I can't say that everybody is going to obtain that message. Because again, everybody's ears hear things differently. Everybody sees things differently. But my job isn't to correct your vision, dude. My job is to show you what my vision is for myself. You take from it what you will. But if you can't take everything, then don't take everything. There's some things you put in your toolbox, and there's some things you don't put in your toolbox. You choose that. I can't make that decision for you.
I feel like people will understand what your vision and your heart is saying through your music if they're okay, if they're being themselves. I feel like people only feel some type of way when they're not happy within themselves. So,
I mean, it goes back to Cry on This Beat, dude. It's like, I want you to get to know yourself more, so that if you get to know yourself more, then you can understand me more, because you connected more with yourself. Right. And ultimately, if you connected more with yourself, because that's the journey I'm on, we immediately connected at a deeper level. For the simple fact that you understand what the fuck my journey is, I understand what your journey is, and we didn't even have to walk each other's path at all. We just get it.
Yep.
My music ain't it's not for the masses. And if it ain't for the masses, so be it.
Hey, go listen to King of King, Lord of Lords out right now on all music platforms. go bump Cry on This Beat, because Ash is definitely speaking facts in that track, and she's absolutely right. So go ahead, go check out For the Love. Go check us out at _DALUV on Instagram, and you can find us on all social media and all platforms. It's not that hard.
And I
shout out V for plugging yourself.
I approve of this message. Its music is dope. I was gonna try to play their music before the show started, but I don't know how to on this platform yet. So just bear with me. This is the second show I have on this type of platform. So we just growing slowly but surely. So hopefully we can get these guys again sometime, like after May.
We in there. Mayday. Every time I'm stepping out. Told her closed mouths don't get fed. She never closed her mouth. Woo! Goddamn.
Go listen to King Lord of Lords, and you'll understand all of it. You'll understand it all.
Y'all
Or
endorsing
stream it
people
on
on
all
my
music
damn
platforms.
page, and I'm not getting no bread.
We'll send you a shirt.
All right, don't send to me. I like shirts.
That and the thank you
Man,
card.
speaking of
That's what I
shirts,
think you card. I don't
y'all
think
do
you
that.
card.
Do that. Nice
Okay.
little shank
Of
plug.
course, we here. You know how it go. You
We're
know how
gonna
it
look
go.
at the comments right now, see if anybody got any questions, statements. I know my thing just kind of glitched, my phone glitched, so I think I missed a bunch of questions and comments.
Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram and watching this wherever you are.
Yeah,
We
V
appreciate it.
loves company doesn't mean you have to invite it in.
Wait, what's up, Misery Loves Company? That's true. You are the gatekeeper to all the doors that surround you. I'm so far laptop needed surgery. That's
Just
gatekeeper.
plugging in
Love
all the music, ain't you?
yourself. Yourself. That's a fact.
Plug in all the songs, Ash. Demon time.
That's what the women in this industry be on. Demon time. I want no block. I was posted with demons. They ain't did shit I did.
Do you guys have any last or anything?
So for you, Yazzie, right? So you hear, like I said, you hear all these lyrics about men portraying women a certain way. How does that make you feel?
I don't give a fuck. I'll be singing it too. Be honest. If it's catchy enough, I'll be honest with you. Let's be real. Like, I'll be honest with you. Because, I mean, okay. So, I feel like it depends on the time of my life and what I'm going through. So, like, right now, I'm on my savage mode right now. And due to, like,
that's the AKA in her right there. That's a serious matter. You know,
first of all, relax. You get your time later. Anyway,
hey, mine's the day after yours. Don't hate on me.
Get your time later. Just chill. Right. Anyway. But I'm on, like, right now, due to the time that I end in my life, I dealt with a lot of stuff when it comes to men. So now I'm listening to a lot of Moneybagg Yo and Future and shit like that. But even though they're talking about women, in my head, I'm talking about men. So like, it's helping me out on that level. So, you know, and not men in general. I'm talking about like the men that did me wrong, basically.
It's just like the way they talking about females. The way I got you. Basically. I got you. What about for the other women that's watching? How do y'all feel about the lyrics?
I don't know. From a gay standpoint, it's kind of funny.
She said that's the Brooklyn in her. Did you see the face? I'm fucking weak. Okay.
Girl, be quiet. Sorry, I hear my dog whining. She don't like being in her cage.
Mamba.
Yeah, my dog is on punishment.
Nah, cause she gonna come in here and mess it all up. She's a baby.
Future will always be my favorite artist. Been rocking with him since he was underground. That's true. I was rocking with him underground too. It keeps your eyes open.
Somebody said
lyrics.
YouTube.
Somebody said lyrics don't help how everyday men treat women. They don't, though. I will tell you that. But I think it's a double-edged sword, though. Like, I was reading a post on Facebook about like how these days, like how you were saying it's a very hypersexual world that we live in. These days, like prostitution is really like just out here. Like you can just hop on somebody OnlyFans and pay $17 and watch them fuck themselves, or they might just put a picture of their ass up there and you wasted $17. But then it's
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't agree with him. Lyrics don't help how everyday men treat women. I'm not saying all men ain't shit. I know a lot of good men. However, the same way as there's not like bad, like women that treat men like shit. It's the same thing with men. So like it just helps us deal with those type of men.
I can see that. But it's like I said, it's so multifaceted because you have the good men out there that run into the woman who potentially had gotten hurt. She's on savage mode, but he not on the same savage mode she on, and then She treat him like a savage. He turned to a savage. It's like a conversion camp.
All right, let's think
Some
about
really
the
weird
relationship thing. So I'm gonna tell y'all how to win a woman or a man over when he's in that savage mode because he's hurt or she's hurt and he's numb or she's numb. This is how you do it. Be different. Show her something different. Show him something different. And be consistent with that though. Just
But what
don't
if they're not ready to
something nice.
receive different? You can be different. Not that doesn't mean they're gonna be receptive.
That's
No,
true.
that's what I mean by
That's a
being
fact.
consistent though. Because after due time, people are not oblivious when it comes to things, especially if they let you keep doing it and let you be in their space. Clearly, they respect you to a certain extent. For example, I have a friend that he is a male and he consistently shows me how a man should supposed to treat a woman. Although he might not see me that way, he's just doing it to show me like there's guys out here and guys, you need to open your heart back up.
Okay. Okay, I can see that.
So
If it's
Yeah,
somebody
but-
providing
but
like
that's
that
still-
constant
that's-
example, I can see that.
Yeah, but it still goes back to what Ash says. Like, if you're not ready to accept that, then you're just not ready to accept that. You're just gonna keep being who you want to be. So you can see all the good things that a man can do for you or don't do for you, but it's what you're ready to accept and who you know what I mean? Who you want to.
to me, I don't know about everybody else, but to me, it definitely helps me because I'm naturally like an open, loving person. And this type of person I am now I've never been like this before.
It could just be from Yaz's perspective. It could just be like sometimes you do need that version. Like it could be platonic or romantic, but sometimes you do need that platonic like version of love to understand that the type of love that you're looking for is out there. Like there is a person that will respect you to this same level, but instead of platonically, romantically. But if you're really good, you understand the fine balance between being both romantic and platonic with your partner. Your partner should be your fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? And so if you can find that type of love in a friend, then you have that same ability to find that love in a potential romantic partner. But I mean, be friends with your romantic partner before you just be romancing them niggas because you might.
I love my my male friends. I cherish them so much.
Mm.
They show me a side of things that I just never seen before when it comes to guys that I dated because I dated them. They give me hope. They give me hope. They do. They be like, yes, like relax. I be like, they be like, what you doing? I said, I'm moving. He's like, where you moving to? The streets? Like, bitch, no. Like, no. Relax. Relax. But yeah, no. It's definitely appreciated. And you know what? Since we're talking about that, maybe that's something that needs to be done in the music industry. Like the male rappers need to not just fuck women rappers and stuff like that, but actually have a platonic relationship, like a real best friend platonic relationship, and bring them up with them while they move up in the industry. Maybe that would work.
People do that, but I mean,
like often.
I mean, you got Will, you got Kendrick, you got I want to say J. Cole, but J. Cole don't let anybody know his personal life like that. So,
yeah.
But you do have a few rappers that definitely do that. A lot. I mean, that's the smart way to go because you're not gonna get rich and then find you a girl because you're gonna automatically think that the girl's with you because of your money. It's never like real. I mean, not all the time. You just never know. But I think that's why a lot of rappers go for a lot of people that's famous already because they don't need their money. They got money, so you know what I'm saying they can be potentially it can be real, but sometimes it ain't. That's just how it is.
Long story short, ladies and gentlemen, whatever your significant other's doing, support them from the bottom. Because when we get to the top, you get to share in that wealth too.
Or her.
Or her. Yeah. They, them, all them pronouns. Y'all got it.
And that's a fact.
But it looks like we're about to end this real soon, unless unless the audience has something to say.
Support. Oh yeah, support. Is V. Plug yourself.
King of Kings,
Yeah.
Lord of Lords, out right now on all platforms.
All link
And new
is
music on the way.
Oh yeah, link is
Oh,
in
really?
D-Box bio. Link is in my bio. Link
That's
is in
dope.
For the Love Instagram bio. Link everywhere. And guess what? The link has all your favorite music apps. If you a Spotify nigga, you a Spotify nigga. We got that. You a SoundCloud nigga. You a YouTube nigga. You a Apple iTunes nigga. That's you nigga. We have a master link for all of y'all that are lazy, and it goes right to your app. Just boop. That's it. You ain't got to download nothing. None of that. None.
So I can
You know,
even
and in a couple of hours, like I said, in 2 hours, shout out to the
I can see how this looks
to those
too,
very
you know
serious
what I mean?
women of Alpha
Look
Kappa
how
Alpha
easy.
Sorority Incorporated. You guys can just celebrate whatever year y'all on. What one like 14, something like that. Now y'all should be like on one. What year y'all on? I don't even know.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments. What was your question?
I was saying, what year y'all on? Y'all what?
113.
1908?
113.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
Y'all been around. Hey, yeah, V, don't, you can't be around me in public. I'll have you laughing at everything around you. Don't do it. I have no filter at all.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I can tell you from my standpoint that that's a fact.
Well, what the fuck you gonna do to me, nigga? Beat me up? Shut up.
Oh, you guys, everybody should subscribe to the new channel. This is the first time I'm doing the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But this is the first time I'm starting the YouTube, so everybody should subscribe. Please subscribe. Please. The link is
Subscribe, like,
bio.
share. Come back every Thursday night at 9 p.m.
Well, not every
Eastern time.
Thursday. Y'all
Oh, not every Thursday?
Thursdays. Y'all not about to
Okay.
do my Thirsty Thursdays.
Oh, excuse
Hold
me.
on, let me see when the next one is. Cause I hit up C-Box mad late, like, oh shit, you guys, this week.
He hit me up. I was like, oh damn.
Same here. Like that time came by quick.
Nobody is next week, so that's perfect. Cause I'm going to Atlanta, so I gotta go to that. But Isaiah Hart is on the 28th. He's a very known singer from up north.
Shout out Isaiah Hart.
So we don't have the topic yet, of course, because we like to ask the audience what they would like to talk about, like us to talk about, touch on. But you guys will be tuned in. I swear I'll be better when it comes to social media. It's just been so much going on. You see my face right now. I'm so tired.
It's a job. It's definitely a job. What up, Zito? What up, y'all? What up, everybody on Instagram?
Yeah, we got a good amount of people on Instagram today.
Shout out to all y'all for tuning in.
Oh, my homegirl Des, what's up, Des? Oh, y'all, sometimes I be forgetting about my friends. I'll be
We got 12 people. That's the high. Okay, cool.
Shout out all y'all. We appreciate everything. We appreciate you, Yazzie, for having us on The Perfect Balance for a second time.
Always. About to be a third time after May. So
about to be a third time. We'll be back with some new music. Some new music.
With new music.
Remember, we'll be back with some new music.
Put that on here before we start.
Facts.
New music, stupid too. It's crazy.
Facts. Can't wait for y'all to hear that.
Man.
For sure.
Facts. But we're gonna call it a night. And once again, thank you everybody for showing up and showing out, especially showing out in these comments. I appreciate For the Love. Always great to have y'all. And we out. The Perfect Balance and For the Love is out. See y'all guys on the 28th.
Y'all have a good night.
Y'all have a good one.